back to another video. We are going to do another, I'm gonna say no, we're gonna do another hour on this picture. So I've got my pencils out actually. I've got one pencil. Guess what I don't have? My freaking blending stubs. Like I swear this is becoming a theme with this channel, is that I never have all my freaking drawing supplies ready at the home, ready to go as I do these videos. So we're gonna work on this bad boy. I want to make sure what pencil I have, because one of these has the HB lead in it. Okay. Got my reference pulled up here. I'm probably gonna I do have my Bluetooth headphones. I'm probably gonna put my Bluetooth headphones in while I listen to some Spotify. So that way I'm not being copywritten for music here. I'm gonna play some instrumental music. And that's doing its thing here. I was gonna play some Netflix in the background, but I want to be able to kind of focus on this. So, let me pull up my references. It's somewhere in here. Maybe. Once again, never ready. At this point, I guess we can just assume that I'm not ready when I pull up this stuff, downloads. Here we go. Let me set a timer, because we're gonna do this for 1 hour. I've already warmed up today. I actually did some studies. I'll show you guys real quick. Might not be the best view, but I did some studies today. Some practice work, working on the eyes here when it comes to the features of the face. And of course, I'm writing down notes for myself, so really trying to hone in on that stuff. But all right, cool. So there's that. Let me go ahead and start by actually. Oh, Jesus. I think I need to change my... Actually, no, we'll keep it. I was going to change my sound, but we're going to keep it. So timer is set. We'll do 1 hour and 1 minute. I'm going to go ahead and start that. Give me time to pull up my reference here. All right. And get this around here. Let's go ahead and get to work. You guys might hear Tiger sewing in the background, so just a heads up. So I also want to give an update real quick on where we're at with this drawing. So far we are at 2.5 hours the last time I finished the last video I was on, and that's not including the planning process and transferring this on here. So by the end of this video, with the hour drawing, we will be at 3 hours and 30 minutes. And that's with me assuming that this drawing is going to take, what did I say, 6 hours? If it takes more than that, that's fine. I mean, I'm not gonna stop if it takes more than 6 hours, or rush it if it takes more than 6 hours. I'm just assuming it's gonna take 6 hours with me doing this and trying to get it to the level of detail that I feel like I can push it as far as I can push it. and still come up with an image that I'm going to be happy with. I still have to do, I still have to do all of this down here. I've just been mainly focusing on like the head and the horns. And lately, the past few videos, I think this video and the last video were focused, the majority of it was actually focused on the horns here. And then I also want to say thank you guys for following. I think as of me as of Jesus came in English right now. As of this video, as I'm recording, I'm currently at 40 followers, and I know that may not seem like a lot of people, but the fact that 40 people have decided to subscribe to my channel is awesome. So I definitely appreciate you guys doing that. Because that's not something that people have to do. And even more appreciation for those people who actually watch my videos, as that is your time that you could be either doing something else, listening to something else if you're having me play in the background. So I do appreciate that. I'm hoping one day to get to, I think it's 100 subscribers. And not necessarily for monetization, because I don't think that's something I'm going to be going for anytime soon, but just so I can actually start live streaming these videos of me working on illustrations, and I can talk to you guys while I'm doing this versus having to respond to the comments later. So I think that would be pretty cool. Maybe I'll talk to you guys in person. And I do have a Twitch, but I don't really stream on there. I guess I could, but I like having these recordings on the videos for you guys to play back later. And Twitch, I really can't do that. Or they make it damn near a fucking hassle and a half to fucking do it. So it's like, at a certain point, I'm just like, fuck it. So I'm lightening these lines out here. And just like I mentioned in the previous video, what I'm doing is I'm pretty much just going over the line work with the blending stub to kind of soften it out. darken this side a little bit more. I'm slowly building up. I don't want to like go hard with the layering of this. I don't want to possibly go so dark where I can't fix it. And I just got this dark spot in the freaking picture. So slowly building up. I think I want to go a little bit darker here. All right, so I'm gonna do this horn a little bit more. Sorry, I'm trying to make sure I don't see like actual like marks like this in the paper, so I'm trying to blend it out, make sure it's smooth. Trying to map out where the hair is going to start on this creature, because I think I might take this part out unless I do like a and this is going to be interesting because this is going to be the first time I'm going to be practicing drawing fur, rendering fur anyway. I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to have this start, because this is going to be where the fur is starting actually. I like this jagged edge of where this fur is going to start at. Sorry guys. Let me get the major shape out of here, out of the way first. All right. This fur is going to be darker than the actual creature, I think. Alright, so what I think I'm going to do with this is I'm going to treat the fur, or work on the fur as if I was working on just the fur separately from the actual creature, and we'll see how that's going to work out for me. So I'm going to work on just blending this in. I'm not going to work on making sure it fits with everything else because that is not the goal right now. Because honestly, if I was focusing on that, I'll just focus on where the transition from the skin would go into the fur, making that smoother. We have about 30 minutes left. All right. Let me see what we got going on here. Trying to pull up some reference here, guys. Sorry. I should have pulled it more for reference. That's okay. Trying to think of the flow for the fur, so this is gonna go here. I'm probably gonna have to lightly block this in here. So I kind of know what I'm looking at here. I know this side's gonna be darker because it's away from the light. No, I'm not focusing on like every single strand of hair either. I think they're like, it's like clusters of hair that I need to focus on. Fuck, I just stabbed myself. God dang it. Blood. God dang it. I stabbed myself with my freaking mechanical pencil. Go figure. So we're gonna lightly blend these in. Just gonna kind of swoop these with the direction. And I'm going dark into light. So I'm dragging that dark into the light area. What I'll probably end up doing on a different video, or I'm not even sure if I'm going to do a video on it, but I'm going to, before, after these 23 minutes are up, after I'm done with this session on here, I'll probably do a study session of just working on fur and understanding how to properly render and or show fur, so that way when I come back next time I should hopefully be better at portraying this, and then hopefully, excuse me, I burped. What I'm doing now shouldn't be too bad, or shouldn't mess up the drawing too bad. Or if it's done wrong, hopefully I can correct it with blending some stuff out and then going back and correcting it. Like I've done with, there was something I did in here that I messed up or did something, and then I went back and blended it out to correct it. I forgot exactly what it was. Whew. I keep forgetting. Anytime I do these drawing sessions, I always forget I literally have a drink next to me. never take a sip from it. Let me just make sure. Alright, just making sure the quality is good. Hopefully the quality is a lot better. I changed the setting on my camera on the iPad to where I'm recording at 4K at 30 frames per second. So hopefully the quality is a lot better for you guys. Before I was recording, and I still do from time to time, I will record on my Samsung cell phone. And just so you guys know, when it comes to the if you're ever wondering, the Samsung that I have is not a like new cell phone. I think it's like 2 or 3 years old, probably 3. I don't know. Let me see. With a cracked screen on top of that. Let me see. This phone is a Samsung A23 5G. So, I'm pretty sure, I don't know when this came out, but I'm pretty sure it's like at least 2 years old, if not older. And a lot of the videos that you guys have seen on my channel have been recorded from that video, especially the older ones. I'm trying to get bolder with my blacks too, to see if testing those out will really help add not only some more punch to the image, but actually help define where I'm trying to show that there's like really some like deep, like depths in like certain areas. So like I'm gonna add more black in the nostril area too. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Looks so much better. Yeah, I have a habit of, I have a habit of trying to really push those blacks in an image, because I feel like if I go too dark, I might mess it up. But there's also times where it's like that black is what kind of gives that extra punch to it. And it really helps. Like this needs to be darker. I know it does. And I think that's gonna help with the eye in this image, because the eye is looking a little flat to me. And I think it's because I don't have the contrast of like these like real dark areas where the light would not be really hitting it. Like that looks so much better. Just adding, like making sure that's dark in there, it looks so much better than it did. It looks so, yeah, it looks a lot better. Like it really looks like it's going in, like there's actually like an actual fold in the eye. I'm gonna continue to darken that up a little bit more too. I really want to sell this area as like really dark. So I'm pressing a little bit harder with my pencil here to kind of get that lead in there and darken it up. We're literally down to the last 12 minutes. An hour flew by. probably need to blend this out. Clean this off a little bit. Softly blend this in. This, let me, that's fine for right now. Part of me wants to know if I need to work on these horns more, but I think the horns are as good as I would like them to be at the moment. I think the horns are good where they're at. The nostril, that's what I meant to darken up. Like I said, I'm sorry about turning the paper. I know it's not the most appealing for YouTube as far as constantly I'm turning my paper, but I have to do what's going to benefit me when it comes to drawing this image. And that requires turning my paper. barely touching down the blending stuff. I'm like so lightly touching down on it. And then the chin area is gonna be dark. Because the chin, I'm gonna have, this part's gonna be cut off. This part here, so the chin's gonna literally be from here. I'm just lightly pressing down, barely pressing down, honestly. So which means I can erase all this, but I'm not going to use that. I'm going to take my click eraser and I'm just going to lightly get rid of this. So I don't want to leave too much residue on the paper. But just so I know that I'm getting rid of that part. Alright guys, that is the hour. This is where we are at in this drawing. So currently we are at 3.5 hours. And this is where we're at. I think the next few hours are really just going to be spent on the fur area. And I think that's going to end up wrapping up this drawing outside of cleaning up the outline of the creature. But I'm deciding to do like a full black or dark background to it. So that's it for right now. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Once again, come back next video. Hopefully, we'll spend another hour working on this guy, working on this creature, and we should be wrapping up. I'm thinking literally probably around the 6 hour or 7 hour mark, since we are at 3.5 hours so far. And the fur is probably going to take a hot minute for me to get that worked on and try to push it as far as I can push it, while at the same time looking right. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. Thank all the people who have recently subscribed to the channel. I appreciate that as well. Thank you guys so much, and take care.